Leron, I will not countenance this plan.
Hear me, Goddess Ashera. Yune's imprisonment within the medallion has begun to change you. Order and chaos. You are one being, comprising both parts. The one must naturally affect the other.
Even so, I will not return Yune to this body. She is unstable, and I must be perfect in order to protect this world.
Okay, so Yune is a cast-off from the goddess.
It is as I have said. Yune must be destroyed.
And without each other, they
Ashera,
can't balance.
You mustn't. You cannot survive without your opposite. Please, you must not do this. Your world still needs you.
Leron, you have ever been a wise and kind-hearted child. In deference to you, I will place my faith in your kind one last time. For the next 1,000 years...
And they failed.
I shall sleep as well.
They all failed.
When I wake again, I hope it is to a world of peace and order, where all prosper as equals. If I do, then I will know that you have advised me well. I will reward your counsel. I will also allow Yune to return to me. I will once again be the goddess of creation, whole and complete. Ashunara, the Dawn Goddess, the name your ancestors gave me so long ago. I should like to hear it again. However, during this 1,000 years, if the chaos of war should arise and awaken Yune from her slumber in the medallion, I will know that you have strayed from your path, and I will punish your failure as I would reward your success. And then you will know my judgment. You will pay for your sins, each of you to the last.
In the names of our people, we vow to keep this covenant. There will be no great war between Lagos and Bjork for 1,000 years. So pledge Altina of the Bjork, Degensia of the Dragon Tribes, Soen of the Beast Tribes, and I, Leron of the Bird Tribes.
If you believe during this 1,000
Sephrons
years
of the birds, huh?
that you have created a world that has outgrown the atrocities of war,
I didn't realize that.
or if you feel the world has fallen beyond hope of redemption, you may sing the Galder of release and awaken us both. Your heirs will possess that ability as well. Sing to awaken us, and tell us your tale. Tell us of the world your two kinds have built in our absence. We will listen, and we will judge fairly and impartially. This is our covenant with you.
It's her. Ashera. It's me, Yune. Can you hear me? Please, please listen to me. You don't need to pass any more judgment. You can return the people to normal. I cannot. There are still people in my world who are made of fallible flesh. This imperfect world is passed beyond control. Now I shall pass my final judgment. You can't violate the terms of the covenant, Ashera. 1,000 years still has not passed. We were woken by Galder, not by mankind's war. It doesn't matter. Ooh, the eyes freak me out. During my long sleep, Bjork and the Goose continued to fight. The children of flesh will never learn nor grow. Time will pass as always, but nothing can change the destiny of mankind. You have to look deeper. The first judgment didn't turn everyone to stone, and I'll tell you why. Because these people are not people as we know them. Ashura, these people have become something new. The Zunanma are the only living creatures of this world that we didn't create. Animals evolved to become Zunanma, who then became Laguz and Bjork. That evolution continues today. I'll tell you, Ashura, a secret you didn't know. Children can be born of both a Bjork and Laguz parent. They are still very few in number, but if allowed to flourish, mankind might become anything. If the two races continue to evolve, I'm sure something wonderful will emerge. You can't just bring that to a halt. Do not claim certainty of anything. The children of this world are born of chaos, and nothing could be more uncertain. The world does not require the evolution of man. My responsibility is to protect order, the balance of all life forms. Beings that evolve without my guidance will only destabilize and threaten this world. Because of that, you have to wipe out everything made of flesh? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, very well then. You and I have nothing more to talk about. My only choice is to defeat you. Yune, do not be absurd. You cannot overthrow me, just as I cannot overthrow you. Of course not, but they can. Everyone, the time has come. Defeat Ashura, or everyone you love will be a statue forever. These people, they carry your blessing, Yune. You mean to fight me? Ashura, our goddess, this is the world, and we are the people you created. You make it sound as if we're some sort of filthy creatures that just decided to settle down here and cause trouble. Ike, don't say it like that. We're not perfect. Sometimes our brains tell us one thing while our emotions tell us another. And war, the more we try to avoid it, the worse it is when it comes to us. People are probably the dumbest creatures alive. But somehow you're also the most endearing. It's your imperfections that make you so interesting. Imperfections very similar to ours. We know that we've messed up. We'll do our best to avoid more war and to make peace our highest priority. Ashura, just give us one more chance. All we ask is for one more chance. You expect me to reverse my judgment. The goddess of order cannot be so mercurial. My decision is final. Well, that's how it's gonna be, huh? Alright, then we will fight, and we will save our people. Make your peace with whatever the gods worship. Your end is near. My end is near. In every battle that mattered in my life, I've always been the one left standing, no matter how slim my chances. This battle means more than any of the others, because it's for the life of every person that I've ever cared about. I will win this fight. I'm not scared at all. Why would I be? So all of these count as pieces of Ashura? So 90 HP on those. There are spirits here as well. Affinity Heaven. They also have Mantle. Eeh. Man, that's really gonna hurt me that I didn't put those on all of my best, highest damaging weapons. Causes half of all damage received to be reflected back upon the assailant? Yikes. Okay, but that's only this guard on the outside. The piece of her in here does not have that, but it still does have Mantle. All right. You know what? I'm going to save before doing this because I may figure out that I want my stats to go to different people for various reasons here, so... Titania, you're the Jagan that could, man. Okay, we can go back to that first one if we ever need to change where our bonus experience is going. Okay, a lot of these tiles are going to have different things like avoidance, defense, and resistance. Something to keep in mind. I need to know if she's probably gonna be doing magic-based stuff, right? Magic attacks? Judge, might 50. Her attack is 65, and her attack speed is 32. The miraculous power of the goddess. Her attacks have myriad form and effect. Okay, 1 to 2, weight 16, might 50. Jesus. Her resistance is 50. Completely maxed out. Okay. Well, magic is not going to be very useful against her. Everyone listen carefully. In order to reach Ashura, we must first destroy the aura protecting her. Got it? Attack the aura. I wonder if that'll reduce her resistance as we take these down. So we know it's going to be reflected back at us, so we need to take that into account as well. They have mantle, though. So I literally can't attack with half of my people. Like, so many people are not going to be able to do damage. Okay, good start. Oh, if you kill it, it doesn't reflect. That's good to know. Okay. Did that change any of her stats? I don't think so. Okay, it won't even let us target her, so we do have to get rid of all of it. Like, no matter what, the Elondite is a special sword. Like, that should be able to do damage. Even though I did the thing with the Brave Sword. Like, the sword that we did... I guess we did do the... Did we have the Ragnell for him? I guess so. Literally don't think anybody else can do damage to these at all. Okay, the Cymbeline can. We kind of have to focus down each individual one because they're going to be able to heal themselves as well. Jesus Christ, dude. Why didn't you get your second attack? So Aurora is stopping us from getting a double. For some reason, both of them just lost their second attack. 35% hit chance. Are you serious? Okay, I don't think we can do anything too meaningful at this point. They're gonna be able to heal for what, 40 each time? I guess that's based off of your stat? Yeah, luck, 40. So if we can't do more than 40, then it's not worth it to do anything more this turn, really. Yeah, I simply can't do enough. Honestly, I may have needed to top off Racin, because he was so close to dying on that last hit. If she just does that same move again, Racin's dead. Can I use parity on one of these units? Okay, you actually can do damage. I should have probably done that with you, but we're gonna set up for the next one. But what if parity can, like, negate mantle? That could be a thing. You would face me in battle. I need no further evidence of your kind's imperfections. This will hardly be a battle at all, simply an end. Perish, flawed one. Okay, at least she didn't double. She's trying to go Maj us right now. Parity actually works. Okay, if we have to, like, reset, we might have more people we can give parity to. Do we only have one parity? I don't actually know. I think we might have another one. Only a 34% hit chance. Okay. Miss, I need this. Okay. Not sure we're gonna be able to finish that one off then. They have different stats, huh? She can do damage to that one. $50-50. You only did 1 damage, right? So you couldn't do damage with the Brave. You couldn't do damage, and you could only do 1. Oh. What changed? $50-50. God damn you, Tornado. Now it's gonna get 40 health back. Asshole. Oh, you were the one who did 0 to that one. That's right. Okay. Looks like it's the same amount of damage, so Sanaki, who is already the only one that can die from 1 hit from that. That's crazy. So, like, if Sanaki doesn't have the right stats, she just gets 1 shot by that. Because the item that she got was for defense. And I think this is magic-based, right? Killing me here, buddy. Is that the only one that came in? It is. Is that close enough? I think so. Ah, we're one shy. You're useless otherwise. Shove him. You can do 18 to that one. Hey, that was a really low hit chance, Ina. Proud of you. Huge. Okay, we're not going to do anything this turn because it'll just heal it. Son of the Dragon King, you may be great among the enfleshed, but you are no match for me. Arasashra, please listen to me. We know that we are clearly imperfect, but you, unnaturally created of pure order, might that not be considered an imperfection as well? No, I am perfect. Free of emotion, I have no doubts. Therefore, I commit no errors. Yikes, you can double him. If she picks the right person, she might be able to kill outright. Okay, you're not going to get to do much of anything this turn, it seems like. Who had a little bit? Was it you, Ina? Oh, I thought one of you could do a little bit of damage. I guess not. The aura's gone. Excellent, now we can finish this. Oh no, what's she gonna do now? This could be bad. If this is magic-based, then... I don't know, we'll see. We may have to reset. We'll find out real soon, won't we? You can do damage. Okay, I might turn animations back on for this last little bit. Okay, I'm not sure what to expect fully. It does seem like she's not going to move, though, so... I'm gonna move people out, and we're gonna find out what happens. It looks like the only person who's really hurt... You're hurting a little bit. But I think we're just gonna top you off without using our last Fortify. Now, I think she's gonna heal every turn for her luck still. Yeah. How much can you do right off the bat? 60? Whoops, I should have looked at the other stats. I don't even know how much she's doing to us. I don't think she's doubling. Silenced all of us? I'm actually surprised you can still Galdrar. Since silence kind of negates magic, you would assume that singing would also be negated, but hey, you know what? I'm not going to complain about it. Because I am, in fact, very happy that we are not. Okay, I would not be surprised if Ike has to use Ragnell for his final attack. So this might not kill. Or maybe the Talon counts as well. It's over. It's all over. We did it. Tabarn kind of did it, actually. Our fighting is finally done. Now the people... You know what? I kind of just... I need Ike to take part in this fight. I just do. We know that we can end this because it's 100% hit chances. So I do want to see if I can let Ike take the last hit. Which means we got to work for this in a different way here. Get her, Sothe. You probably do too much. Oh, actually? 68%. It's not guaranteed, but... Okay, down to 19. Let's see what the Ragnell can do. $20 times 2. We have 2 chances and a 63% chance. Let's do this. Yeah?
We have to put an end to this.
This is different.
All the power I have.
Thank you. I'll use it well.
Was I gonna get a bad end on that last one or something? Because we didn't get this before. Weird. Somebody let me know what would have happened if I would have kept going. Hell yeah. Okay, that seems like what we were supposed to do. So either there's an alternate end, or she would have just gotten back up and maybe gotten a partial to full heal.
What of you? Are you leaving?
I am. But I believe it's for the best. This world does not need gods. We have always failed you. We've made you weak. That's why we must go.
You don't have to leave.
Huh?
It's true. We don't have much use for gods. But well, you show us what we should aspire to. We need inspiration. You give us a reason to grow, to become more than we are. And if we don't have that DNA, we're nothing more than statues.
Can you forgive me for the pain I've caused?
I don't know. you have already forgiven us. How could we not? We are all family. We will try to understand one another, even when we disagree.
You're right. I will try. One more time.
Okay, so Yune and Ashura combined back together again. The goddess is whole. Okay. The game is over. Let's see our epilogue. Well, I guess this is over. We'd better be on our way. Are you going back to Daien? Yes, everyone's waiting for us. We'll have to start rebuilding all over again. Hopefully this will be the last time. Nah, don't say hopefully. Make it the last time. If anyone can do it, you two can. I don't doubt it, but thanks for the vote of confidence. Thank you, Ike. I will never forget you. Priestess of Dawn Micaiah, crowned 15th Queen of Daien. At her subjects' entreaty, I hate how slow these go, Micaiah ushered in a new era of prosperity and peace. Zephyr Sothe, becoming Queen Micaiah's husband and her pillar of strength, Sothe worked tirelessly to assist the poor. The Blade of Justice Edward lived as a common townsman, despite the Queen's wishes. He would often visit the keep to bring good news. All right, so Sothe becoming the husband, like right at the end there, they kind of like showed us that there was maybe a motherly affection there, so that kind of threw me for a loop, because I thought it was what it was, and then it wasn't, so I thought it was love early in the game, and then, yeah, then at the end, we found out that she kind of was his mom for a while, so I don't know how to feel about that. Leonardo toiled at rebuilding the army with his proven skills and good looks. He was beset by women across Tellius. Freedom's arrow, Leonardo. And then we have the wise champion, Nolan, who wandered the kingdoms, saving those in adversity. Stories of his altruism eventually became legends. Carefree Saint Lara. Lara returned to her home's church and became a mother to many orphans, all of whom loved her gentleness. Yeah, a bunch of people who were weak and didn't get used very much. Is this doing it in order? No, it's doing it in like groupings, it looks like, so this is like the Daien groupings. Wandering Sage, Ilyana. Ilyana returned to travel with the merchant caravan as she had before. Somewhere right now she is hungry. Yep, naturally. We struggled to use Ilyana in both playthroughs. Aaron started off good, but he fell off pretty quick. Loyal halberdier, Aaron. Aaron served for many years as lookout in his hometown. Everyone relied on him for his honest and clumsy work. The steadfast rider Torneo. Torneo worked tirelessly for his country as linchpin of Daien's military and a pillar of statesmanship. Blade of Unity Zehark. Zehark traveled Tellius as a mercenary, resolving Bjork Lagu's disputes. Some say he eventually settled in Gallia. Man, Jill was so good in the first game. She did not live up to her stats from the first game, that's for sure. She struggled in this one. Mistress of Wyverns, Jill. Queen Micaiah ceded Telriga to Jill. Bearing her father's ideals, she made her land and people prosper. Black Tempest Har. Though unparalleled in strength as a Draco Knight, Har never fought again. Rather, he carried cargo in Telriga. So I do wonder, since Sanaki went down in the fight, she fled because she's a main character who can't die. Will she get an outro for this, or because I let her die in a fight, will she not get one? Valiant Lady of Murado, Fiona. As Lady of Murado, Fiona watched over her beloved people and protected them until the autumn of her years. And then we have Mistress of the Evil Eye, Nayla. Returning to Hatari with recent events graven in her heart, Nayla hoped to migrate her people across the desert. The Black Wolf of the Sands, Volug. Strangely, Volug was still in wolf form on the day he went home. Asked why, he said only, "It's more comfortable." Fair enough, buddy. You be you. Our earthbound chorister, Raphael. Raphael performed a ceremony in Serenus Forest to wake his father, the king. Eventually, he returned to Hatari. Ah, Ike, your work out there was superb. Hey, you aren't quite over the hill yet yourself. You know, I always wanted to go one-on-one with you just once. Ah, I would have expected you'd had your fill of fighting. Well, I've had enough kill or be killed to last me a lifetime, but something simpler? Some way of testing our respective strengths. You mean controlled matches? With all the little rules they have? In a peaceful world, we need such things, especially we Lagus. Well, without a fight now and then, we go a bit strange in the head. Well, that's the honest truth. I'd rather try to order a river to change course than stop a bunch of rampaging Lagus. So let the Colosseum begin, I guess. The fearless lion, King Cainigus. Upon returning to Gallia, King Cainigus lost no time in abdicating his throne. Countless songs still tell of his valor. The Lion King Shadow Gifka. Since their youth, Gifka had been ever at Cainigus' side as his loyal shadow. He died proud of how he spent his life. You know, interestingly, most of the dragons are dead at this point, right? They kept saying that there weren't a lot of dragons left, correct? And that all of them pretty much sided with the queen. So we presumably killed off a lot of the dragons in that fight, right? So they're pretty low in numbers. The Fang of Gallia, Skirmir, as the new Lion King, patrolled Gallia's borders vigorously, and his large heart won the love of his people. Friend of Nations, Ranulf. Ranulf was often run ragged by advising the new king. While he winced at his duties, Ranulf still indulged Skirmir. Gallia's Valkyrie Leth. Leth later became a captain in Gallia's home guard, and pounded battle skills and fighting pride into young warriors. Kind-hearted warrior Mordecai. After returning to the forest, Mordecai avoided battle and lived all his days in peaceful harmony with the trees. Finder of secrets, Lyre. Lyre lived free and wild in the forest. She often told her young comrades of the war and the heroes therein. There's a lot of characters in this. This is going to be a while, guys. Strap in. The dutiful assistant Kaiza. Kaiza remained a dutiful Gallian warrior. He showed exemplary diligence, never neglecting to train, even in peacetime. Okay, here's Tsunaki. Wait, sister! You're my older sister, aren't you? What do you mean? It makes sense. All the pieces fit. The Galder of Release, the goddess Yune's voice. It's true. Inside the tower I heard the voices of many hearts and I knew. I am descended from Leirin and Altina. Misaha? Misaha, the former apostle, was my grandmother. Yes, I thought so. In that case, my sister, please consider staying in Begnion. With your power and charisma, you could do so much good here. No, I'm afraid I can't. Why not? Daien is my home, and Daien needs me to help it heal and rebuild, not Begnion. But Begnion has you, Empress. You will be a just ruler, make your country proud to have you. Will I never see you again? Hardly. I think that what our countries need now is a sense of family and friendship. I ask that you sign a treaty of alliance with Daien, and announce that we are equals. I will, of course. Once things settle down in both of our countries, that will be the first thing I do, sister. Thank you, Empress Tsunaki, my dear little sister. Tsunaki, severely wounded in Part 4, Endgame Rebirth 5. Yeah, she was. But hey, she's still technically alive, okay? Maybe she's crippled for life, I don't know. But she just ran up to her sister, so I'm gonna say not crippled for life. The Sapphire of Begnion, Sigrun, also, aka my wife. Sigrun was loved by her subordinates in the Holy Guard for her kindness, and guarded Tsunaki all her life. The Emperor's bright blade Tanith. Tanith was feared by her subordinates in the Holy Guard for her strictness, and guarded Tsunaki all her life. Yep, one of the few. Sorry, Tormod. The plucky freedom fighter Tormod, killed in Part 4, Chapter 4, Revelations. So we only lost 3 people, 4 if you count Tsunaki. Desert's Water Morim. As Begnion's first ever Laguz official, Morim labored mutely on in memory of his dead friend Tormod. Aww. Liberation's Talon Vika, killed in Part 4, Chapter 4, Revelations. Okay, and then we have Tabarn. Will you be heading back to Gallia first? I'll stop by Gallia, then wing straight on to Serenus. Serenus? Why there? The Empress Tsunaki has kept her promise. Serenus will be formally ceded back to us. She said we may return immediately. I see. Well, that's good to hear. Sometimes birds change their feathers. The hawks, the herons, even the ravens. We're thinking we'll all settle down together. All this time we've sorted ourselves by our way of thinking and seeing and living. If we can respect each other's opinions and we learn to compromise, we can learn to live together without strife. I don't think it will be that easy, but Still ought to be simpler than getting Bjork and Laguz to treat each other decently. You set a good example, Rayson. All the major issues look like they'll be handled soon. The only thing we can't agree on is hunting and eating meat. The forest creatures are off limits, needless displays of violence as well. You know we will not budge on that. Well, tell me, have you ever heard of a vegetarian hawk, or a raptor that doesn't scream victoriously at the skies after a kill? Meat, huh? Yeah, that's a thorny problem. Yep. Sorry we lost you too, Vika. Lord of the Air, Tabarn. Tabarn was chosen as the first king of the unified bird clans, and brought them great respect from the other nations. Alright, the ravens are now free. The Sky Shadow, Naysala. Saved from the Blood Pact, Naysala left his people and their nation. He became a diplomat, finding atonement in work. White Prince Rayson. He worked hard as a leader in the new Laguz nation. His iron resolve under a pretty face was suited for politics. The Hawk King's eyes, Janath. As the new king's right arm, Janath so eagerly trained his men that he often skipped meals, weekends, and sleep. Then we have the Hawk King's ears, Ulki. Despite being the new king's left arm, Ulki still loves solitude, spending his free time in long-deserted locales. The mesmerizing chanter Leanne. Leanne and her father made the forest echo with songs to stir pride in all those toiling to build the new kingdom. The wise old crow, Nealuchi. Despite his age, Nealuchi worked hard to restore the name of the Raven clan. Every year he set a new age record. The young dragon prince Kurthnaga. Kurthnaga spent his days arbitrating conflicts between nations, guarding the peace so many had died for. The wish spinner Ina. Ina returned home and gave birth to her lost fiancé's child. Gildoa rejoiced at the first dragon birth in centuries. Aww. Oh, Queen Alencia. Well, Your Majesty, shall we be off? Yes, let us. To Crimea, to our homeland. The devoted Queen Alencia. Alencia governed Crimea with resolve and a deep love for her people. Her reign was remembered as a golden age. The grim Cavalier Renning. All Crimea rejoiced at Renning's return. He chose to forego the limelight, helping the Queen to keep the peace. So by the end, it did seem like Geoffrey was the one for Queen Alencia, huh? Protector of the realm Geoffrey, as captain of the Royal Knights and a model of chivalry, Geoffrey served his queen and country all his days. In every way he served his queen. You know it. Yeah, I guess Ike and Soren are gonna be a couple, so Geoffrey, I guess, gets the queen. Tireless advisor Lucia. Where the queen went, Lucia followed. Their love was fabled to be stronger than even most blood sisters. Oh, actually, maybe Geoffrey's love is misplaced, and all the love was for the sister. Okay. They said they were roommates, right? Crimea's Keystone Bastion. Bastion's unparalleled diplomatic skills ensured that many treaties were signed, spreading peace across Tellius. And then the veteran knight Kieran served the royal family with nearly fanatical verve. His voice could be heard from anywhere in the castle. Now Marcia, she didn't have any family members, right? She had no family ties in this group of people, so we don't have to worry about that. The petulant Pegasus Knight Marcia showed her dedication as one of the royal knights, ever vigilant as she patrolled Crimea's skies. Who's that guy? I don't know who that guy is. Oh well. We'll move on. Astrid did not fall in love with anybody. At least not the guy above us. Unassuming Knight Astrid, as a royal knight renowned through the land, Astrid's beauty and prowess were known to allies and enemies alike, and Makalov got none of that. Fuck yeah. We win. We win! That was the true win condition. The relentless halberdier Nephany. Nephany lived with her family in Melior. Time and again she raised her lance in defense of the realm. Nephany was a juggernaut in both games for me. One of my favorite units too, for sure. The rural juggernaut Braum, returning to his family in Oma, Braum farmed for the rest of his peaceful life. He never lifted a weapon again. Honestly, Meg, you're lucky you're not dead. If you weren't Braum's daughter, I probably would have sent you out just like Makalov. Wayfaring country girl Meg. Meg had an ordinary marriage in her village and had an ordinary family. Her house was always full of laughter. And it wasn't Zehark. The alluring rogue Heather. Heather returned home to care for her mother, swearing off her roguish ways. Yet somehow, she always had money. I wonder how. The lucky wayfarer, Donved. The war over, Donved hung up his lance and became a traveling performer. His act could make anyone laugh. The first-rate sage Khalil. Khalil returned to running the store with her beloved Largo and daughter, Amy. Her bright smile cheered many hearts. That's sweet, I like that. Now, Largo was playable. He was on the team in the first game, right? It's interesting that he didn't really... Did he get any playtime in this game? The scarlet-haired paladin, Titania. Titania remained second in command of the mercenaries. Once a year, she visited the graves of her fallen friends. Oh. The deadly adept Shinon. Shinon lazes the days away in his old haunts. An expert at all he put his hands to, he chose none as his calling. He's like, you know what, I did my part, I saved the world, I'm gonna just fucking chill, bro. The perpetual guardian Gotri. Gotri became a famous mercenary and a household name. Fate led him to find many women, but never true love. He was always shallow, huh? Shinon was very good in this game. He's good in the last one too, but I think he's better in this one. He was for me anyway. Agile horseman Oscar. Oscar returned to the Royal Knights at Queen Alencia's request, but still took mercenary work on the side. Now Boyd, he was a powerhouse in this one. He was decent in the last game, but he was a real powerhouse in this one. One of my best, for sure. Mighty Soldier Boyd. He trained day in and day out so as not to lose his spot to some stupid rookie. He never did either. The faithful student Rolf. Rolf remained with the mercenaries. He was always in demand as a tutor of unrivaled marksmanship. The gentle Saint Rice. Rice served as healer and opened a small chapel in a corner of their old keep. He taught school there. That's fitting for him. The aspiring Lady of Blades Mia became the next Black Knight. She set off in search of new opponents. She traveled the whole continent, but sometimes rested at Grell's retreat. She should get the armor too, honestly. The Healing Breeze Mist. Mist was courted by many young suitors in her time. She gave the nod to none of them and lived happily alone? Okay, Mist. Why? You can find love, girl. Why not? Jesus, that's kind of sad. Silent Master of Wind Soren. Though his tactical genius was unmatched, Soren never used his talents for anyone but Ike. And they said they were roommates. The history books said they were roommates. Alright, and then Ike himself. Once he saw stability return, Ike left on a journey to lands still unknown, with Soren, his boyfriend. He was never seen again, except for by Soren, his boyfriend. Alright. And there we have it. That's game. That is game. It was a long one. It was a fun one. There were parts of it that felt a little too long. I think in general, if about 25% was knocked off some of those longer maps, that probably wouldn't be a bad thing. But all in all, I really enjoyed this game, and I had a really, really damn good time with it. A few moments of frustration, and there definitely is a lot of challenge in this one. There's no doubt about that. But it was well worth my time. And it has a great story and really, really great characters. I don't know if it's my favorite story, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely above the average, you know what I mean? I still think that, some of my favorites are, Echoes, and Three Houses. Those two probably writing-wise are my favorites. And then it's probably the Tellius duology here. And then after that, maybe we've got, I don't know what would come after that, but yeah, I think this duology comes in third there, so. But it's very, very good. The characters are really, really good. Ike is a great lord. Probably one of my favorite lords, period. I'm trying to think, yeah, I think he might be my favorite lord. I mean, if we're counting Celica, then Celica would be my favorite lord. So if we're calling Celica a lord, which by all accounts she is, then Celica would probably be my favorite, and then Ike would be second favorite. So, yeah. I'm really excited for the next Fire Emblem game. It's going to be made by the same team as Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is, the game that really launched this channel, and a reason why many of you guys are here. But that trailer looked really, really good, and I'm really excited for that. So when that comes out, presumably in 2026 sometime, maybe summer 2026, maybe as far as the fall, we'll see. I'm hoping all of you will join me for that. But yeah, in the meantime, I just wanted to mention that I really, really like this game, and I hope that you guys will go and check out some of my other Fire Emblem playthroughs on the channel. If you can, go ahead and check out my Patreon. You don't have to support me, but if you just go and take a look and see what I'm offering there, that's as much as I can ask you to do. You being here and watching is honestly more than I could ever ask, but if you can just go and check out the Patreon, see if it's something that you're willing to help me support on any of the tiers, big or small, I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to make sure to like and subscribe as well. You would be surprised at how much it really does help your engagement on the channel. And I really do appreciate everybody who's been here watching this series with me this entire time. I know that I had to take a short break in the middle there for those of you who have been watching live. I hope that wasn't too frustrating, but this semester was very difficult for me. And I say semester because I am a professor, and so I tend to think of time in semesters and in breaks. But yeah, this year in general has been pretty difficult. So some really bad things happened in August for me. I lost my dog. I lost one of my coworkers to cancer, somebody who I was fairly close to and worked with a lot over the last decade of working at the university that I work at. And I appreciate you guys being patient while I kind of figured out how to kind of move forward with all of that. I went through a period where I kind of just needed to step away from a lot of things to deal with my own self and my own emotions, because I really wasn't in a great place and I needed to get myself in a great place. So once again, I really, really appreciate you guys sticking through it and being there for the channel, and coming back after I took a little bit of a break on this series. Not intentionally, not because I needed a break from the game, but because I needed a break from my personal self. So once again, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'll see you in the next series. Go check out something else, and make sure that you tune in when that new Fire Emblem game comes out. What is it called? Like Fortune's Weave or something like that? Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, and I'm going to be there on day one, so I'll see you there. As for me, I'm going to stop talking. We're going to let these credits kind of run out, and unless there is a end credit scene, you probably won't be hearing from me again. If there is an end credit scene, we might talk about that too. Okay, our top 5. In 5th place, we have Har, Dragon Lord level 17. In 4th place, we have Sothe the Whisper, level 15. In 3rd place, we have Boyd the Reaver, level 17, 88 wins. Second place is Sheenon, Marksman, level 17 with 89 wins. Close race. Is this gonna be Tabarn? Did he? Yeah. Somehow we had Tabarn for so little time and he got 111 wins. Level 38 Hawk King Tabarn, 111 wins. In days long past, a young man strode the lands of Tellius. He was simple yet true, his deeds brave and noble. He reunited 2 races long at war, and healed the heart of the goddess, long gone mad. Ask any you meet, be they young or old, Bjork or Laguz, of a hero named Ike, and you'll receive a warm smile, and a tale or two of faith, courage, and honesty.